ladies and gentlemen, let me mention that a lot of considerations were made before these players were settled upon to represent Ghana. However, there were some exceptions due to obvious reasons. The following players are injured, which is why they couldn't make the squad. They are as follows. Baba Idrisu has undergone surgery, so he couldn't make the squad. Iñaki Williams, foot surgery to remove a foreign object in his foot, so he couldn't also make the squad. Majid Ashimeru couldn't complete the Cup of Nations. He returned to Anderlecht. He's been playing. He's been in and out of their squad. He has a left calf muscle tear, so he couldn't also make the squad. Joseph Pinto has a hamstring injury. Nathaniel Ejay was in the squad until he also had an ankle injury. Dennis Odoi also has a knee injury. And then Daniel Amate, he also has an ankle injury. So these players have been left out for injury concerns.
Eyewitness GH Media so na for form Eyewitness GH Media so na the camp of the Black Stars, the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Ni wo FIFA World Cup qualifying na 2 matches in Ghana. The Black Stars of Ghana already more say whatever you saw said the year a bit me I'm watching me qualify for World Cup and Yankopon yard more ever so and so. Na Coach Otto Addo ya ene wababe the head coach and the senior national team. They were friends and for Shemu ama what they in the squad ya what they LFC Mali and the Central African Republic now what they ababonti and there's a job for Shemu no say no Coach Otto Addo ama yehunu a new players ni waba the team demo and other players also because of injury or going to make it up to the call up for these 2 particular matches at Ebaso and Mona. Yes, every crown. Yabeko na the press conference Coach Otto Addo and then the list what they about saying and why are some of these players are come once or more make it up to the call up. Eyewitness GH Media so and it's Yankopon yard more said the World Cup qualifies no Baso June was made also is on the 6th of June Ghana in any Mali wana hinkroba makomu na one Mali man or the Akwa position so we one was signed when you my Ghana on the 10th June na Ghana and the Central African Republic and so and the Ababa issues. So these are the 2 matches and they coach Otto Addo and then the Mbranti na what the Ababa issues. So Nebusia said yes Breno yenko press conference no someone you see any coach Otto Addo ni squad ya what the AFC these 2 countries they are qualified to the World Cup na any players or money
It will be recalled that in March this year, the Football Association announced that Coach Otto Addo is taking over as the coach of the Black Stars following our exit from the Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. So the Football Association put a team together to select the next coach of the Black Stars, and upon exhaustive processes, they settled on Mr. Otto Addo as the next coach of the team. Now, further to that, we also announced that the team will be playing 2 international friendly matches in Morocco. You remember that we played against the Eagles of Nigeria, which ended 2-1, and then we played the Cranes of Uganda, which ended 2-2 in Morocco in March, after which he returned to Germany to finally hand over at Borussia Dortmund. And so he is here on a long-term contract as the coach of the Black Stars. Now, in the first week of next month, we have two very important FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The first one will be against the Eagles of Mali in Bamako on June 6th. And the second one will be against Central African Republic at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi on June 10. We announced last week that the team will begin camping on Thursday, May 30, here in Accra. Training sessions will be held for a period of 6 days in Accra at the University of Ghana Stadium. And then the team shall depart the borders of Ghana on Tuesday, June 4 for Bamako. The first game is on the 6th, so we shall have 2 days in Bamako prior to the match. After that game, immediately after the match, we shall return to Ghana, precisely Kumasi, where the team will be lodged for a period of 4 days. So on the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, the team will be lodged in Kumasi. And then on the 10th, we shall play against Central African Republic in the other Group I game. Now, before I hand over the microphone to the head coach, I would like to mention that we've got some of our technical team members here with us. We've got our assistant coach, John Pinto. Please, let's acknowledge him. We have our goalkeepers trainer, Fatau Dauda, also here. The technical director of the Football Association, Professor Joseph Kwame Mintai, is also here. We've got staff members of the Football Association. I can see my colleague, Esme Menz, chairman of the Regional Football Association and Executive Council member, Samuel Abuabri, Jamil Marabi in charge of marketing, Neil Armstrong, head of PR and strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me mention that a lot of considerations were made before these players were settled upon to represent Ghana. However, there were some exceptions due to obvious reasons. The following players are injured, which is why they couldn't make the squad. They are as follows. Baba Idrisu has undergone surgery, so he couldn't make the squad. Iñaki Williams, foot surgery to remove a foreign object in his foot, so he couldn't also make the squad. Majid Ashimeru couldn't complete the Cup of Nations and returned to Anderlecht. He's been playing, he's been in and out of their squad. He has a left calf muscle tear, so he couldn't also make the squad. Joseph Pinto has a hamstring injury. Nathaniel Ejay was in the squad until he also had an ankle injury. Dennis Odoi also has a knee injury. And then Daniel Amate, he also has an ankle injury. So these players have been left out for injury concerns. Thank you very much. So at this moment, I will hand over to Coach Otto Addo. But before I take your questions, I would like to find out from him how he feels to be back and not on a part-time basis, but on a full-time basis as coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for a nice introduction. To the injury, let me please add long-term injuries as like co-feature and use of Edu, and I spoke to them, and I think they're on the good way to come back. Hopefully they will come back soon. From Stade Rennes, we have Tariq Lamte from Brighton and Hove. In the midfield, we have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. We have Ernest Nuama from Olympique Lyon. We have Salis Abdul Samit from RC Lens. We have Ibrahima Sulemana from Cagliari. We have Thomas Partey from Arsenal. We have Otto Addo from Radnitsky, Nice. We have Elisha Owusu from AG Auxerre. We have Abu Francis from Cercle Bruges. And then remaining the forwards, we have Osman Bukhari from Red Star Belgrade. We have Abdul Fattah Ishiwaku from Leicester City. Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. We have Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. We have Ibrahim Osman from FC Nordirland. We have Kamaldeen Sulemana from FC Southampton. And we have Brendan Thomas Asante from West Bromwich Albion. That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the players for the 2 matches. Campaign begins tomorrow. 26 players have been named.
We are ebusia eniti ne ho asem eno na said your coach Tiado ene Henry Chun ya wono ene ye kasama for my Ghana Football Association on press conference away and the media houses are we invite womo questions are womo ibisibisa coach Tiado ema wono so yi ano mako ena ni nyina no ya tie na nti ebusia ni nyina ne ye the Bible the type the senior national team the Blasters of Ghana achi said be could be betimi ayo on dia these 2 matches are nyakopon ya demo all babebo said ye dikin aka na ba ko ebe koso ewo Mali memu Ghana ni Mali e be so na afi yiwie eno so Ghana and the Central African Republic and so the Babesha so a Baba Yara Sports Stadium must say on the 10th of June. Yeah, you heard him say couldn't be a modia. Yeah, most of for the see about the Ben Sabran Parambesumo. I witness GH Media. Say this I'm tough for me. I said, near one and I ended the one. I see. Not tough for Mukodia will share with you. But one day, so Baby Kemisano, the other time, the video Baby to one Mobiano. Now, my own so, sir, actually, I can. Mr. Woodian subscribe. Yeah, what is of the subscribe to I witness GH Media and click here Romano so and in any time be a video Baby to one Mobia. The prompt so I'm also welcome a yenia so. Most of what I could see about the Mesa Rampan and Besumo. I witness GH Media, Makra.